Let's build a Flappy Bird game in Unity. This is an extreme explaining tutorial. Here is the game we are going to build. Each time the user presses the W key, the bird flies up. And the name of the game is to get the bird to pause without touching any pipes. As soon as it touches a pipe, the game is over. And likewise, if the bird is allowed to touch the ground. We can reset the game by clicking on the R key, and using the W key we can start flying again. Now let's go to Unity and make the game. We are inside Unity. In our sprites folder we have some images. Click on the background. We can see that it's 144 by 256 and it has pixels per unit set to 1, and that applies to all the images. Filter mode is point no filter. The ratio is 9:16. The main camera size is 128. Let's drag out the background. Let's put it on -1, and then we'll add a box collider 2D. So let's add component box collider 2D, make it also is trigger. Let's now drag out the pipe and it will move, so we'll add a rigid body 2D, we'll make it kinematic and continuous interpolate. We also need to add box colliders to it. We need one box collider around the first pipe and another box collider around the second pipe. So let's add component box collider 2D, and let's put it around the first pipe, and then add component one more box collider 2D, and let's put it around the second pipe. Now let us add the bird, so we'll take these three images and drag them in the hierarchy. It says multiple, so Unity will recognize that it is an animation that we want to create, and let's call it bird and save it in animations. Well, let's put this bird on layer 1. And we'll also need the ground, so let's drag that in. Let's move it somewhere down. And let's also do that for the bird, put it somewhere. And then ground, we'll put that on order in layer 2. And we'll make add component box collider 2D, like that. Also bird, we should call it bird, and it will need a rigid body 2D, dynamic. Let's put gravity scale 10, continuous interpolate. Let's add a box collider 2D, and let's tweak this a little. Now we have almost all the needed game objects, but pipes here should be prefabs because they will be created dynamically. So we need a spawner to spawn pipes. So we'll add create empty. Let's call it spawner. Let's reset its position and then take it and put it somewhere to the right of the background. Now let's tag our game objects and we'll speed up the video. So go to add tag. Okay, let's now go to project settings and make sure that everything is as we want it. The background can collide with pipes and nothing more. Pipes can collide with bird and also background, of course, and the bird can collide with ground and ground with just bird, which we have already checked. So let's close this and let's now add some scripts. We'll need a script for the pipes, for the bird, and also for our spawner, which is down here. So let's go to scripts and we'll speed up. Let's begin with the pipes script to get these pipes to move, and when they leave the background, they should disappear. So let's go to pipes. Okay, we need some variables. We'll have a reference to rigid body and also to speed. And then on start, we get hold of our rigid body and we set the velocity to the left times the speed. And then we need to sense when we leave the background. So we have on trigger exit 2D. And when we leave the background, then we will destroy the game object. So let's compile and save. We'll deactivate the bird for the time being and click on play. And there it goes and disappears. So that works. Let us now make this into a prefab. So drag the pipes to the prefab and delete it from the hierarchy. And then let's implement the spawner. Here we need a reference to the pipes, and then on start we will invoke spawn method repeatedly, and the spawn method looks like this. We will instantiate the pipes at a certain position, and the position is given by the current transform position and the current y position plus delta y, where delta y is a random number between -40 and 40. Save and compile this. And then if we select the spawner, we can see that we need a reference to pipes. So drag from prefabs the pipes here. And now let's go to scene and test out if this works. And as you can see, we are spawning pipes, and when they leave the background, they disappear. Okay, stop. Now we have our bird. So activate it, and then go to the bird script. And in the bird script, we need rigid body reference. We need a speed. So on start, we'll get hold of the get component, rigid body 2D. Then on update, if the user presses the W key, we set the velocity of vector 2 up times speed. And if he presses the R key, then we reset. First, we have to take care of the collision. If we collide with the ground or pipes, then we stop the game. And reset function, we set the time scale to 1, so we restart the game. We set the velocity to 0. We set the initial position of the bird. And if there are any pipes left, then we delete them. And how do we delete pipes? Well, we take all game objects with the tag pipes, and then we delete each one of them. So let's see if this works. They can maximize on play. We select the bird in the hierarchy, In the inspector, check is trigger. So click on play, and we click on W key, and we can fly, and if we collide with the pipe, it stops. We press R key, and we can fly again. And as you can see, it works. Okay, thank you for watching.